welcome to the show. It's a big night for us all. James Bond is back, everybody! Yeah! Mr. Bond, we've been expecting you for quite some time. Now, it is great to be back. I'm so excited. I'm fit to burst, like Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's testicles. Now, hope you've all had a good summer. Things have started opening up again. The kids are back in the clubs. Ooh! Michael Govett's in the house. Go, Michael. Go, Michael. No, seriously, go, Michael. Michael Gove there, off his face. Mind you, if that was your face, you would want to be off it. In other exciting news this week, Boris Johnson has been in America. Yeah, visiting President Biden to discuss their unique special relationship. Who is this guy? The good news is Biden decided to lift the US flight ban. So now people in the UK will be able to travel to America, whether they want to or not. Listen. We've a great lineup to start the new series. Later we'll have music and chat from one of the biggest music stars in the world, Ed Sheeran, will be here. Yeah. But first, let's meet the stars of the long-awaited James Bond movie, No Time to Die. The Oscar-winning star of Bohemian Rhapsody, Rami Malek, is here. Hello. She's the British star of Captain Marvel. It's Lashana Lynch. French superstar and winner of the Palme d'Or, it's only Lea Seydoux, everyone. And making his final appearance as 007, it's the one and only Mr. Daniel Craig! It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal, yeah.
Soon you'll be free of all this. You'll never hear that music again.
You think?
No, in fact, yeah, for the rest of your life you will hear that music.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you geared up for this? I was saying to the audience before that we were supposed to do this show in March 2020. How many times did you get ready for a premiere since then?
I think we did. That's mainly what we did. I mean, we closed down Times Square, didn't we? And had a whole thing there going on. And there was so much like we were ready to go and then nothing. Because, you know...
things happen.
Things happen, yeah. But listen, we're in a brilliant position now. We're ready to go. We're going to release this, and I've got to thank Universal and MGM for this, having the nuts, holding their nerve.
Yeah.
Because it's been really a struggle, but we're going to get it in the cinemas. I mean, it would have been a tragedy if this had gone onto streaming.
And I think the timing's great, because, like, you see this audience here, you know, they're happy to be here and sit with each other. So they will be in cinemas. They are going to see your movie. So...
You haven't spoken to them. They might not be.
Literally.
James Bond special.
Why?
Didn't that come out already? And Lea Seydoux, bonsoir, bienvenue.
Bonsoir, merci. Ooh.
And it strikes me... You know, because you grew up in France, was James Bond as iconic there? Like, were your family very excited when they found out you were going to be part of the Bond world?
Not at all.
Wow, they're in the audience.
Damn!
They don't really know about James Bond.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Did you not know about James Bond?
No.
Okay.
Lying.
You do now.
Yeah.
But actually, when you say that, Lashana, had you seen any Bond films before you became part of the world?
I think my dad keeps reminding me that we watched it together when I was like 1 and 2.
Oh, wow.
Which I obviously don't remember.
Daniel, I mean, he wasn't in them then, was he? No.
Daniel? Daniel?
Just because this is the last time we're doing this.
It'll turn into a Daniel Craig roast. No
Nearly.
So you watched the very old Bond films back then?
When I was younger. And then when I was cast, I actually watched from Dr. No onwards. Throughout
Did you watch more? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And welcome back to Rami Malek. Hello.
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm not as well as you.
Yeah.
You won an Oscar since I last met you.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And, like, you are Daniel Craig's final Bond villain.
Yeah.
Were you kind of aware of what a big deal that was going to be?
Yeah, of course I was. How could I not be? Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little intimidated at me going head-to-head with you for the first time. I mean, when you see him on stage, on the 007 stage, and he's full James Bond, it's... I will say, the second I got out there, there were moments I dropped lines, and I was like, oh, this is because I'm looking straight at James Bond. I couldn't handle it.
He's brilliant, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. As all of these guys are. They're just stunning in the movie, so...
And I suppose the question at this point, Daniel, is, because it was so long, how much of this film do you remember?
Now that I'm so old.
Have a pee, Daniel! Have a pee!
Have a bean.
Have a bean. Have you been?
What was the question?
The answer is no.
Thank you. No.
Let's jog all of your memories. The 25th James Bond film is called No Time to Die. No Time to Die. It's on screens everywhere from next Thursday, September the 30th. And here's a little taste of what to expect.
We used to be able to get into a room with the enemy. And now they're just floating in the ether.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
Oh, my God. Target enough people.
And the people become the weapon.
Who is he?
James, you don't know what this is.
And I think more than any other Bond film I can remember, the plot of this is so shrouded in secrecy. Presumably it's your last one, but what can you tell us about the plot?
Nothing, because I clearly can't remember. It's sort of shrouded in secrecy. I think it's to do with the fact that we've delayed for so long and we were so worried about it getting out, and you know how things get stolen, pirated and all of these things, so we've just locked it down.
Yeah.
And even the fact that we haven't shown it to any press, and usually when you do that, it means the movie's not very good. But we feel very confident that it's good, and we feel that we want people to sort of experience it in the cinemas. You know, and there's a lot going on. I'm really not answering this question very well because I don't want to give any away.
Have you even seen the movie yet?
No.
I don't know what happened
tonight. I've got nothing to say. You know, we start basically where Spectre left off. Madeline and Bond have gone off into the sunset, and as usual, the shit hits the fan.
OK, shit hitting fan. That sounds good already. Yeah. And Lashana Lynch, now you are breaking ground in this film because am I right in thinking you are the first ever female 00 agent?
There's been one.
Oh, has there?
Yes. I feel like I just want to plant one so that I can just, like, deflect. Funny, there was another one. Yes, I am. Yeah, the first in...
Oh, you are the first?
History, yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, cool. Yes! Yeah. I thought I was wrong. I was like, let me notes.
Put a spanner in the works, see what happens. Throw it out there.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of speculation about your role in this film. So if he's 007, what are you 00? 00, what's your number?
00 what? That's what it is.
00 what?
I'm actually really intrigued to see what everyone else thinks, like what the audience think I am. Like, I know I can't really quite see your faces, but I'm going to do, like, a blink once if you think I'm 006, blink twice if you think 0011, type of thing. I'm really intrigued to see what everyone thinks. I want to keep it so ambiguous because I think the conversation is great.
I think you're quite a high number.
00...
22.
22. I like it. Well, slightly rounded.
Well, Lashana, we've got a very special clip. This is you explaining to Bond how the times are changing.
Well, that's not the first thing I thought you'd take off, but...
Yeah. You seem like a man who's gagging for some action, Mr. Bond.
Shall we Cut to the chase.
I'm here as a professional courtesy.
Well, you're not very courteous, are you? You've broken my car. It's Commander Bond. You know that. 00?
2 years.
Very young.
High achiever.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The world's moved on since he retired, Commander Bond. Perhaps he didn't notice.
No, can't say I had. And in my humble opinion, the world doesn't change very much.
You would say that. Look, this all seems like heaven. This little bubble, or whatever. But it's so obvious you're a man who only has time to kill, nothing to live for.
Daniel just whispered there, that was your first day.
That was the first day in Jamaica.
Damn.
Yeah, threw us straight in. It's like 3 months of physical training and then off you go.
Literally.
Go.
Brilliant.
But how nice to go to Jamaica. Fantastic.
Oh, amazing. I'm Jamaican. My family's Jamaican. I took my mum.
Yeah.
She's never been to that part of the island before. And she was like, oh, I might buy a property here. This is great. It's like I'm staying in a hotel for the first time. This is a bit weird, but maybe I can just buy somewhere to live. Like, go off, Mum, do your thing, sure.
Did you bring her to set? Did you get to meet everybody?
Yeah. Yeah. It was very exciting for her. She just kind of sat on the edge. She was on the edge of that house, actually.
Oh, yeah.
You probably didn't see her because she was just trying to, trying to be an extra, but not. Like her hand just moving into shot.
We'll keep an eye out for her now.
Yeah,
Something else to look for. But now, Lashana, here's the exciting thing. I hear from sources on this film that you were the best stunt person of all time ever.
Ooh.
They said that.
Yeah.
That's a direct quote.
Well, they said it to you, didn't they?
No, I'm taking what you said.
OK.
I'm running with that. Thank you.
But running really well.
I showed up to do my thing. I'd been to the gym a couple of times, thought I could do it. And I was not ready, I'm not going to lie. I was not prepared for the level of work that they put the cast through for these stunts. It was ninja level.
Wow.
Which I'd asked them to make me.
Yeah.
But then I didn't realise that they were actually going to try and make me a ninja.
Yeah.
Now I'm a ninja.
And what did you injure?
What's a ninja?
What did you injure?
What's a ninja?
What ninja? Well, get me dictionary.
This is where our social distancing goes wrong. What's a ninja? No, did you injure anything?
I didn't injure anything.
No, does it carefully and properly. Not me.
Because, Daniel, one of the things you're not going to miss is the terrible toll it has taken on your body.
I don't know. I'm sitting here in a brace. No, it's all great.
No Time to Die, No Time to Die. What did you break in No Time to Die?
My ankle.
I mean, you do...
And the joke is, like, literally walking down a plank. I mean, wasn't even running, wasn't even doing anything action-based. I just walked down, slipped and fell over. It was so stupid.
And over the films, what's the worst injury you've had?
Probably my knee, which was on Spectre, which was... that was Dave Bautista, God bless him, who is a professional wrestler. We were doing this scene as a fight sequence on a train in Spectre, and we learnt this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and you know, you basically spend a week shooting it, and the whole thing is that. And Dave was being really great with me, but he's a big guy, and I forget how big he is, and he was sort of throwing me against this wall, and he was being gentle, because, you know, so he should. It's pretend. And I just said, Dave, mate, go on, it's all right, come on, you can chuck me a bit, don't worry about it, it's fine, I'm fine. So he did. I ended up on the wall, but my knee was sort of over here somewhere. And I sort of went, oh, God! And I knew, and it's horrible, because if anybody's had an injury, they kind of, you know, that kind of injury, you just know in your head that something's really wrong. And God bless him. I was out, and then we went back and we refilmed it, and I had to film it with a brace on, and it was a struggle to do it. But I broke his nose.
Oh.
What?
Don't mess with the Craig.
I didn't do it deliberately. Clearly, it was a mistake. And it was so like I said, he's a big guy. He's a professional wrestler. You really wouldn't mess with him. And I threw this punch, I hit him on the nose, and I heard this crack, and I went, "Oh God, no!" and ran away. I thought he was going to come after me. And he was so sweet, and he literally did something like this. He kind of went, "Ah, it's fine."
No.
I mean, he's a lot tougher than I am. I'll give you that.
And Lea Seydoux, you worked with Tom Cruise, obviously, who loves a stunt. So, in a fight, who would win? Daniel Craig or Tom Cruise?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Tom Cruise, of course.
Tom Cruise, of course.
Yeah, are you working with Tom next?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, Madeleine Swan, your character,
Yes.
returns in this movie. And in Inspector, at the end, you walked off into the sunset.
Yes.
So the beginning of this movie, Madeleine and James are together? Together?
At the beginning.
Yes.
Yes, they are, yes.
Like roommates, or...?
They are, like, together. It's right after Spectre.
OK. Nice.
So they are in
Yeah.
love and in Italy. Very romantic place, Matera.
Beautiful.
And everything's perfect, and they are, yeah, just in love and...
And that's
That's
the whole...
great.
Yeah, it's a romance movie. They've really turned a
That's all
corner.
it is.
No action. It's just lovely.
Yeah, it's beautiful, yeah.
But reading interviews with you guys, it seems that even between Spectre and this film, sort of the role of Bond women has kind of evolved and developed. Is that fair?
Yes, yes, because I came back. So... I love it.
And developed.
Developed.
Well, no, because in terms of the script, a lot's been made of Phoebe Waller-Bridge coming on board. So
Yes.
did she change things?
Yeah, she changed things, and she wrote, like, for us, for Lashana as well. And she's great, but, I mean, she's great. I wish I
feel like you hate her.
You know what? I love her. Like, I'm a huge fan, actually. But I saw her, like, briefly on set.
Oh, OK.
And I wish I had more time with her.
We didn't
But
have enough time with her. We
Yeah.
wish we'd had, she's very, very, very busy. So
Yeah.
we got her sort of like the snippets, but she came in and she sort of had a big influence on the script, and I think allowed, she's one of the best around, and made her. She freed up a lot of things, allowed us all to kind of be a bit... I mean, I think for Lashana, she was really important and crucial for your...
Yeah, she was brilliant.
Yeah.
As soon as I knew she was on board, I kind of secretly, officially said, "Oh, I'm in Fleabag, like, unofficially." This is great. I'm auditioning for Fleabag. And we had a very direct conversation about who she should be, and I said my thoughts, and she was like, "Yeah, just that. I'm going to write that." That's exactly what it is.
Because what amazes me is that, you think this is a multi-million-pound film, and yet it sounds like it's quite collaborative. Like, you had late-night sessions working with Phoebe, didn't you?
At the end of one day, yeah, actually, there was one moment where I know it's Daniel's last film, and trying to elevate it as much as we possibly could. So, trying to do the best. The one thing I hate when we're, as a young actor, is going home and lying in bed and thinking, man, it could have been that much better. So I try to remove that at all costs now. So I had enough gumption to go to Daniel. I'm like, the scene, I think, could use a little bit more work. And I remember your face and your look. You're like, you take care of this. I'm done. But no, we started to talk about it, and our great producer Barbara Broccoli and Michael Wilson, they actually gave us a day off. They said, you know what, let's actually work on it, and instead of trying to fix it on the day while the cameras are rolling, let's go into an office. We sat down with Cary Fukunaga, our director, and this really complicated scene we were trying to fix. We finally had a moment after 3 hours, and we broke it, and we got it, and it felt so damn good. And to that point, I stood up, Daniel stood up, and, he gave me a big hug, and then he planted a kiss on my cheek.
Oh, on his cheek.
How tender.
And
It's
at
very
that point,
tender. It was actually very tender.
I
A little too tender.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah, well, I look around the room and I said, well, hey, man, does that make me a Bond girl?
Great. Very good. Now, Rami Malek, here you are, the villain. Your villain is called, is it pronounced Lucifer, Safin?
Lucifer.
Lucifer.
That's good. Safin, yeah. That makes you giggle. You enjoy that.
Lucifer. Yeah, it's like Lucifer with a T.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, here we are. We have a clip of you locking horns with Bond.
People want oblivion, and a few of us are born to build it for them. So here I am, their invisible god, sneaking under their skin.
You know that history isn't kind to those who play God.
And you don't? We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be a little tidier.
Ooh. I mean, he seems like a sort of classic Bond villain. He lives in a damp basement. Something we've noticed over the years, I'm sure we all know, Bond villains don't have much luck with their complexions. Blofeld, obviously, that's unfortunate, shaving accident. Jaws, very poor dentistry. And Javier Bardem, I mean, his whole face fell off. But now, what is wrong with you?
A lot's wrong with me.
No, your character. Lucifer.
Lucifer. I mean, Daniel, help me out with this, man. How do you get away? Yeah.
The skin is not great.
There's a major plot point.
Yeah, it's a major plot
that
point.
is
Yeah.
about the way he looks.
Okay.
And it's sort of important that we kind of don't give it away.
Yeah.
But it's
Is he allergic to detergent?
he's got a few allergies.
He's got allergies.
He's got allergies. By the way, we saw Jaws there.
Yeah.
We've got a picture of some teeth. Who owns these teeth?
I own those teeth.
He owns those
Very
teeth.
familiar.
Are they Freddie's teeth?
They are. I had them cast in gold.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a cool thing to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Where are they?
You have them with you?
No, I should have.
Because actually...
You should have brought them. Yeah.
You should wear them all the time.
I had to wear them every day during that film. So finally, I said, "What's a cool way to just have these in my as a very special trophy from the film?" And that's what it is. Yeah.
And are they in a little display case in your house?
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
Well, people always ask us, like, what did you take from the film? And Daniel's got this great answer. He goes, everyone thinks actors are just kleptomaniacs.
Steal everything.
Lifting things from set.
We lift things. Having these pots.
Just reversing a van into the set. Help me out here. Yeah. And playing Freddie Mercury, obviously, particularly because it was so successful and the Oscar and the movie was huge, is it one of those roles that is never going to leave you? I mean, at parties, do people just want you to sing Bohemian Rhapsody?
They do, yeah. I had someone throw money at me to play Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm not kidding. You know who you are.
Are they in tonight?
Down the camera. Daniel, you don't get asked to do things, and people don't shout things at you, but you are given a particular thing a lot.
You know what's happening now is that your producers probably kind of set me up with this question, and I can't remember what it is.
Well, apparently. Apparently. And actually, if the answer to this question is true, it explains a lot about your memory.
Oh, you mean vodka martini?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. I'll be. Sometimes I'll meet a journalist, or used to meet journalists in a bar, but I'll go to somewhere, like in a bar, and meet someone to have an interview or do something like that. 10 o'clock in the morning, a vodka martini will turn up, and I mean, sometimes I'll have a sip, but it's like oh, thanks, great, it's a bit early, so maybe that'll stop. But I love a vodka martini though. It's a good drink.
But presumably everyone thinks they're the first person to do it.
There is that.
Yeah,
there is that. Yeah.
And listen, you're finally here, and I feel like at the end of a couple of Bond films, we thought maybe it was going to be your last one, but this we know is definitely the end.
That's it.
Bye-bye.
And I was sort of going to. At the end of Spectre, I was a bit down on everything, and I thought that was it, and I thought I was just, and I'm really, really happy that I was given the opportunity to come back and do this, because I think we've sort of wrapped up a lot of the stories, and you know, just a chance to come and do one more was just wonderful.
And does it feel like, you know, is it sad, or is it kind of a celebration? Is it kind of like, wow, I did an amazing thing and I'm happy, and or are you kind of thinking, oh, shame?
It's everything, I think, it's been close to 16 years of my life, and it's been incredible to do these films, and not least of all to work with people like this. Bond movies don't get made very often. We know this, it's rare air.
Yeah.
And to have the opportunity to make these films has been it's the biggest thing in my professional career, clearly, but one of the biggest things in my life. And it's very emotional. I'm glad I'm sort of ending it on my own terms, which is really, I'm grateful to the producers for allowing me to do that. But I shall miss it. I mean, I'll probably be incredibly bitter when the new person takes over.
I have to say, I'm happy for you, but I'm sad for us, because genuinely, you have been a fantastic Bond. I mean, so good.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your final performance as Bond, and well done to all of you for getting this film over the line and into the cinemas. No Time to Die opens September the 30th. The Bond team, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! Woo! Right, it's time for our music act tonight. This chart-topping singer-songwriter has sold 46 million albums worldwide. Here performing his new single, Shivers, it is Mr. Ed Sheeran, everyone!
I took an arrow to the heart. I never kissed a mouth that tastes like yours. Strawberries and something more. Oh yeah, I want it all. Lipstick on my guitar. Ooh. Fill up the engine, we can drive real far. Go dancing underneath the stars. Oh yeah, I want it all. You got me feeling like I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes. I wanna drink that smile. I wanna feel like my soul's on fire. I wanna stay up all day and all night. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh, baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. And we'll say, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh, baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back into the car. On the backseat in the moonlit dark. Wrap me up between your legs and arms. Oh, I can't get enough. You know you could tear me apart. Ooh, put me back together and take my heart. I never thought that I could love this hard. Oh, I can't get enough. You got me feeling like I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes. I wanna drink that smile. I wanna feel like my soul's on fire. I wanna stay up all day and all night. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh, baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. And we'll say, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh, baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. Baby, you hurt so hard, you make me shiver with the fire. You got this thing we started, I don't want it to stop. You know you make me shiver. Baby, you burn so hot, you make me shiver with the fire. You got this thing we started, I don't want it to stop. You know you make me shiver. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that.
Hello, sir. What are we doing that? We're doing that. Oh, yeah. Boom. Okay, great. Yeah. Oh, he's doing it to everybody. Walkabout. Nice. You look amazing. What have you look so trim and svelte and obviously polished up.
Oh, thank you. I recently became a dad, so I had to, like, shift some lifestyle choices.
Okay. Well, God, you were doing terrible things.
Yes.
You look great. So is this you auditioning to be the new James Bond?
No, when I got told I was doing the show, I said to the band, I was like, we should all come in tuxes. And, yeah, so... I don't know. I've got a Northern Irish friend that says if you're going to get done for nicking a horse, you might as well fuck it.
That's a lovely phrase. That is a... really words to live by.
I was going to say, it's so... That's the first live music I've heard, well, for about 30 years.
That you remember.
That I remember. I can remember. That's so brilliant. And thank you for doing that. But,
we went out for jazz last night.
Yeah, did we? Yeah. No, I mean, it's just... I mean, apart from the fact it's so overstimulating, it's just, like, incredible.
Thank you,
just to watch you.
I'm really honoured to be on this show.
Oh, it's just amazing to see you.
But actually, talking about... So, have you never been asked to do a Bond theme? Sure.
There was talks. I had a preliminary meeting with Barbara came to a show of mine in Dublin and we spoke about it, but I think originally there was a different script and a different director, and then the new script, it just fit in more with having Billy on it, I think. So I'd always be up for it, but it's... yeah, we'll see what happens.
Have you got one in a drawer now? Is there a Bond theme?
No, I kind of started thinking of one, but then I was like, I'm not going to, like, finish it, because then what if it's not this movie, you know? So I've kind of... I always have loads of ideas for loads of songs, so there's... Yeah. I would probably have to write something from scratch, though.
OK. Yeah. OK. All right. Listen, the new album, that song that we just heard is off the new album, Equals. It's out on the 29th of October. You can pre-order it now.
Yeah.
Yay. And this is your artwork.
Yeah, well, my friend Zach helped with the graphic design of it, but I painted the Divide album cover, and then this one, I just got into painting over lockdown. I find with music, because I sell it, you do get judged on it, because if you sell something, someone can go, oh, I don't like that. Whereas with art, I found I was having the same enjoyment as creating songs, but then no one saw them. So it was kind of the same... I don't know, I felt joy with it, and then I would just give it to a mate, and then they just have it on their wall, and then that would be that, you know?
But, I mean, what an amazing lockdown you've had. The rest of us have been sitting around waiting. You've been painting. You got married in lockdown?
No, I got married before lockdown, but we had a child in lockdown. We had a lockdown baby.
Oh, little baby girl.
Little baby girl.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And the arrival of said daughter has brought out some man skills in Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. Well, I'm not very good at anything other than music, and I don't know. I didn't want to do like an IKEA crib.
Thank you.
So I've sort of set up a small guitar company inside of a big guitar company that already existed in Northern Ireland. So they had loads of wood lying around, and my wife is called Cherry, so I asked for a bunch of cherry wood, and essentially drew a design for a cot and then made it over the course of like a month. But I didn't wear a...
You're ruining it for everyone, you know that.
New fathers are like...
Oh,
I'll give it a rest. I didn't wear a mask, so I inhaled all this sawdust and I got really, like, ill. This is me making it.
Oh, here it is.
Look at it. Yeah.
Wow.
Do you have the finished project? I mean, you can see...
Did you build this?
Yeah.
On your own?
That's amazing.
Well, it's basically just... You basically just put you measure a box, and then you just do slats, and then do another slat.
A little bit more than that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It looks a little bit like a cage for your...
It might be upside down.
Keep it in.
Oh, OK.
It's really well in it. Do you have the finished I lack it.
All right, Ed. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful.
Look how happy I
am. No, that's exactly... Oh, we are so middle-aged. We're so middle-aged. We look past you. We look past the crib. Look at that lawn. How does he do it?
The guy that looks after the lawn, Ian, he'll be really, really chuffed with it.
He will. Now, have you got a pet for baby Lyra yet?
Pet?
Yeah.
No.
Children love pets. Yeah.
I mean, we have 2 cats, but we had them pre-Lyra, and they kind of now come in with a dead animal every day as if to say, hey.
Feed the child.
And Lyra's, you know, she's crawling around and there's just, like, bluebirds and, I don't know, mice and, yeah, it's...
Okay. Social services.
No, blue tits.
Okay, oh, nice. And you must have seen this cat.
Oh, yeah. No, but I find this is the same thing when people say that they, like... There was, like, a BuzzFeed article of, like, times that people thought they met me, and it's just fat ginger kids. And I'm kind of like... And this is the same thing with the cat. It just has a ginger tuft of hair.
It does look quite like you, though. It doesn't look as happy as you.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like a sad Ed Sheeran.
Me on a fat stage.
And you are going on tour.
Yeah, tour dates are announced and it goes on sale tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Like, we're excited to see this many people.
Yeah.
You're going to see that many people.
Wow.
I mean, do you get used to that?
Well, it happened so gradually. It's like I never became a singer-songwriter, and all of my peers, all of the people that I looked up to played Shepherd's Bush Empire. So I was always like, I want to play Shepherd's Bush Empire. And then when you've done that, the next one is like Hammersmith. So then you go to Hammersmith, and the next one's Wembley Arena, and then it's the O2. And then after the O2, it's that. So it just sort of gradually happened, and suddenly you find yourself in that situation, and it's quite a leap. And I remember walking out on stage for my first one in 2015 and just being like, whoa, I don't know if I'm ready for this. But you just get used to it.
Let me tell you what Wembley's like.
Good. You did film that at Wembley, didn't you?
No. It's done there.
But it was a proper...
yeah, Wembley, I think, there's a new Wembley now, but yeah, that one was ripped down at some point.
It was an incredible moment in that film, man.
This is not about... No, yes,
really, really good.
Back to you, my man. Back to you.
Well, actually, back to Ed, that idea of a big crowd. We found this picture of you. This is genuinely an early gig for Sheeran. I mean, that's a big... Like, there's only one chair and it's not sold out.
That's beautiful. but notice he's continuing. He's doing the gig.
Yeah.
That was how it was for quite a few years. I would basically play anywhere that would let me. Wow. And I remember being so surprised the first day I got £20 for playing a show. I'd be like, you get paid for this? Yeah. And then it just kept going on for then. I think I was about 15 here. So that's...
Here?
Yeah, that's 2006, I think. And I think it's in Debenham, in Suffolk. If anyone's from Suffolk? No one? All right.
No. I like looking at the legs. There are more people on the other side of the crowd. Hey, you've got a connection with Daniel here. Do you know what it is? You both appear in a movie.
Oh. Except, so you were a stormtrooper. And then I filmed a whole day as a stormtrooper, and I remember getting out of my outfit and J.J. Abrams walking up to me being like, yeah, we cut that scene already. So come tomorrow and we'll dress you up as an alien. So I was a stormtrooper, but I'm not in the movie as a stormtrooper, but I am as an alien.
I think we've got a picture of you as the alien. That's... So, are you in that? You're in that?
Yeah, that's me.
Do you say anything?
No, but they wanted me to, nod like this really. Daniel, the stormtrooper costume's painful, isn't it? Digs in.
My thumb was numb for a week.
Yeah.
Just saying, I wanted to sue them, but I was like... No, it's the most uncomfortable thing, and then these poor guys, had to wear these costumes out in the desert. And so, I mean,
that's
me.
you?
That is me,
yeah. And you speak in the film?
Sadly. Yeah, I do. No, I had to go... I didn't think... I thought JJ just sort of said that I'd come and play a stormtrooper, and then suddenly I had dialogue, and I went, oh, wow, this is way too much. And I had to go, and loop the lines and do everything, But
wow.
It's there.
Well, Ed Sheeran, thank you so much for that fabulous performance.
Thank
you. Good luck with the tour and the album and your lovely new family.
I love your jacket. Is it like little military men on it?
No, I think it's kind of...
Bullet holes.
Bullets or something.
All the people who want to shoot
I
him.
thought they were like little figurines.
I don't think... No.
Anyway, it's really
stay
lovely
away.
to see you,
Thank
man.
you very much. Ed Sheeran, everybody! Right. That is nearly it. But before we go, ladies and gentlemen, it's the return of the big red chair. Yeah. Real people in a real chair. So excited. OK, let's see who's up first. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name?
Carol.
Carol. Lovely. Where are you from, Carol?
Ruislip.
Ruislip? Ruislip, then. Ruislip? What do you do in Ruislip, Carol?
I live in Ruislip.
OK. What are you doing on planet Earth, Carol?
If anyone knows the answer, let me know.
All right, Carol, you're going to delight us with your best story. Off you go.
OK, so some years ago, I had a couple of dogs. One of them, Steffi, suffered a bout of incontinence. So the vet fixed it with some teeny-weeny tablets that I had to give her in the morning. So, you know, a few days in, I'm rushing around, trying to get ready for work, sort the dogs out. So anyway, I go into the kitchen to give her tablet, only to find it's not her tablet on the counter, but my contraceptive pill, which means I took the dog's anti-incontinence tablet. So I'm standing there thinking, do I phone the vet or do I phone the doctor? Anyway, turns out I was OK in the end. It's just that every now and again I just go up to a stranger and sniff their backside.
Oh, boo, lost it at the end. Lost it at the end. I love that story till the end. It was still good. It was still good. All right, they're just wiping down the chair. The pills didn't work. OK, who's up next? Hello.
Hi, Graham. Hi, Mr. Bond.
Oh, there's a smile. What's your name, sir?
Name's Kenny.
Kenny. And where are you from, Kenny?
Originally Falkirk, now living down south.
OK. And what do you do?
Do security at vaccine centres.
Wow. No one's messing with you, are they, Kenny? No. You hit them with a folk guitar. Do you know him, Ed? This is like your gang, you know, you jamming. OK, Kenny, off you go with your story.
So this is sort of James Bond themed. I was working in a health club back in 99, 2000, and we're recruiting a new sort of restaurant cafe manager. 2 or 3 people got interviewed, and this chap came along, very professional, very experienced, and the girls were very excited. So once he got offered the job, I sat down, chatted about his brother, who turned out to be Timothy Dalton. So Mark was his younger brother by 3 years, but spitting image. He got the job. We hatched a little plan for Russell, our fitness manager, who's a James Bond fanatic, goes to the conventions, majorly fanatic on the guy. So next day, Russell comes up to work. Mark's there in his white shirt, and just for the day, the black bow tie, with his back to Russell. Russell goes up to ask for a coffee, and just nice and calm, he goes, "Hi, my name's Russell. Can I get a coffee, please?" And he just turns around and goes, "Hi, name's Bond, James Bond." Oh. Russell literally fainted on the spot.
That's a good end, but absolutely. Yeah, there you go. Well done, Ed. All right, that really is all we've got time for. If you'd like to have a go in that red chair yourself and tell your story, you can. Contact us via our website to this address. Please say an enormous thank you to all of my guests tonight. Mr. Ed Sheeran, everybody! Rami Malek! Lashana Lynch! Lea Seydoux! And Mr. Daniel Craig! Join me next week with music ex Jack Sabaretti and Nile Rodgers, British Paralympic champion Kadina Cox, pop star Sophie Ellis-Bextor, comedian Greg Davies, and rock icon Dave Grohl. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye!
Graham's in judging mode on BBC 3. The brand new series of RuPaul's Drag Race UK is streaming now on iPlayer. And time to bring the sparkle to your Saturday nights. The first live show from this year's Strictly here tomorrow night at 7. Friday night film next, featuring the voice of Liam Neeson in A Monster Calls.